Now we introduce Paul Cohen on trumpet. Paul has a request for Poor Butterfly.
Famed big band lead trumpeter Pauly Cohen, a native of Brooklyn, graduated high school in 1940 and thanks to his musical acumen was soon hanging out and playing with some of the best jazz musicians on the planet, who happened to be black. At the time, black and white musicians usually didn't mix. But this young trumpeter, who would later play with Count Basie, never even noticed.
I was 17 and a half going on 18. And I spent, at the Forest Bar, I met all these people and I was like in Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland. All these musicians from all over. All the white people were there mostly, they wasn't very few black. I didn't know about black then. It was only through Benny Harris that I learned about black people when he took me uptown. Because he wanted to see Ella Fitzgerald and he left me at the bar, at the Braddock Bar. And nothing but black people there. And he said, give him a drink and I'll be right back. And nobody bugged me. I allowed myself to be led because I knew it was a good thing. I had such confidence in these people, more so than white people, because no white people did that for me. I had to learn how to deal with white people on my own. I had to learn how to deal with white people. I wasn't too good at it either. I was more comfortable with black people. I'll be honest with you, I felt more. I don't know why we had certain maybe discrimination background, because I was Jewish, that might feel the same understanding how they had a tough time, and I sympathized with them basically. I think that had a lot to do with it. In that band, when I first joined that band at the Apollo Theater, they had about 5 or 6 of the greatest instrumentalists the United States ever produced. Now, Benny Green on trombone. Benny Green played first trombone and jazz trombone. Wardell Gray, great jazz tenor player. Charlie Parker. Charlie Parker played alto in the band, excuse me. Bud Johnson played tenor, as well as Dizzy Gillespie played jazz trumpet. Shadow Wilson played drums, one of the greatest drummers I have ever played with. Oh, I was working with Earl Hines and we were just playing the Apollo Theater in New York. And I just been with the band about 2 weeks. We did a couple of one-nighters around Baltimore. We came into New York, we played the Apollo. We played one day in Philadelphia, and we came back to the Apollo. And then Earl Hines was going to take a tour of the South. So before I could say anything, Earl spoke to me. The only time he spoke to me, he said, Paul, I don't know how you feel about it, but we can't take you with us when we're going down south. I never gave it a second thought. I just assumed I'd play with the band, and he said, so I asked him a question, why not? I'll tell you why. Because down south, they do not tolerate whites and blacks playing in the same band. They don't tolerate that. It would create a big disturbance if they found out you were white and you're traveling with a black band. They don't like that. I knew I was white. I mean, it's obvious, I'm white. I'm white. I know that. But when I hung out with these people, it never buzzed in my mind that I was any different than they were. I didn't think twice about it. I might as well have been black. Maybe some black, way back somewhere, somebody got involved in my background. I don't know. Anyway, I loved them. I loved them as a people and as musicians. They were all wonderful musicians. Benny Harris, you know the name Benny Harris, trumpet player? Benny Harris had a job on Broadway, on 52nd Street, with that cute little saxophone player, Don Redman. And he wanted to get out. He said to Don Redman, listen, I'm going to send Pauly Cohen in play. I got to go. I got to go over there. That's how I got a job. We played for the Step Brothers. We played for Ella Fitzgerald. You know, and I used to get stoned those days. I have a picture of me with a tuxedo where somebody took me and I'd been high, and they're like, anyway, because Don used to be smoking. If I go up there, he would smoke. I would smoke with him, and I'd be on the stand playing. I'd play the lead book with the other trumpet player, and line of girls. And I used to hang out. I used to go to the bar and hang out with them. And, you know, let me tell you something about me. It got to the point when I was talking with a black person and a white person came over, I felt funny. I felt intruded upon. These are my people, they're not your people.
My film, Pauly Cohen Trumpeter, tells the story of a man who's still following his musical dream at the age of 90. Many thanks to everyone who's helped fund this film so far. I'm using Kickstarter as a platform, and if you can, any contribution, any amount is greatly appreciated. Thank you.